Mm. Oh,
Good morning.
good morning.
Let's see, where are you? There you are.
There I am. Okay, so welcome to Connecting with Angels. We'll get started because it's recording. And let's see. So, our intention today is to embody health.
Okay.
And so, we're going to do some light language and a breath and breathing practice for embodying healthy lifestyles. And
Mhm.
so we start with um, taking 3 deep breaths, and we decided that it was 4 in, hold for 6.
No, release for six, wasn't it? Release for
Okay.
six and
Yeah.
hold for three.
Okay.
Okay.
Four, 4, 6, 3. So it's
Yes,
four
four, six,
in,
three.
release for 6, and um, pause for 3.
Right.
And
Mhm.
so hand placement was feel into it.
Oh, let's see. I think it would be still the throat. Yeah.
Okay, right hand on the throat, left
Mm-hmm.
hand on the lower belly.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this for 3 times. So breathe
Okay.
in for 4, way down in the belly, release for 6, pause for 3, breathe in, release for 6, pause for 3. Breathe in for 4, release for 6, pause for 3. Okay, so let's do some light language to clear and install new new beliefs about embodying our healthy body.
Kura ani alare eke ke sheki I a ya na owa awara aka ke ya na alare iki kusha ye tiki I shiki I ni ilare iki ki ya ani alare eki o tuku uwa ana aye.
Eishena I tu na kara I na la I rukushana ikina tu abrukishina kai I na isu brakai ene.
Hese de alare shi shuna alare eke kusha a le te shi ini ilare e she te ki I ilare aki kushnia le se shi I shi ilare eki he ni alare e washuna asarare shiki ku na alare eki ti alare iki ilare o ku owa.
Esa
Hmm.
inakiti no oru ishanalai. Amana I niki tu no oru kushanai. Puru inalaki ni tu uru kushai. Munakai ineki no oru kushanalai iku no tu puru o kai shinati. Puru kushanalai. Inakishina tu no kuru unalai. I oku nati o to ai.
Hesenia latia, le seki I, wasanalare iki fosatu uwana alare ese, shikilare iki, kutua ani alare eke, fosatalare iki ti larada o, tona alare eke ki siati ati alare eki o. Mm.
Ai sanaki no oro ushinalai inakati uruku shinaki ti orokashai Aniki tu no orukushundala aikiti bush akai no kushushu tu narai.
Hesha ase shi lorade ishi kurania shi uku a washi lada washana alarade ishi shi karada ase shi I washanana aki larade ishi shi yani alara a shauko u shunu u alarade shika alarade ese shinti I shinna alarade etikira shi I wa a shakuroro uku ku tia nini narade eke karada ase te ki alarade oshu shi ala ke shi I ye ti ini ilara o.
Okay, so imagine a blue vortex releasing any old limiting beliefs about your body, your health, um, feeling safe and soft in your soft feminine power. This blue vortex gently removes any old data, old program, old limiting beliefs from your physical vessel. The light language is installing new, empowering, angelic programs. We have several angels here today. Haniel, Sandalphon, grounding in love, and Archangel Michael is helping us with protection. Feeling safe, soft, and powerful in the body. Allowing joy codes, appreciation codes for our physical vessel with breath and intention. We embody the divine blueprint of a perfect human vessel. Ishnatin orokine ke tu, abrakashanala ena keshitu no oroko, ena I ukai shine, buruku shinakiti no oru, I neke hushai. Ikinati no oro ishinaki, bu sheke na ara, ikai nashi no u, e nali iki tu uru, e kai inashine tu, parai kanashine ti, aruku she, manai she pukutu, aniki uruku nala ina taara iku.
Shana alara shekera isi ishira oko kuna alara shekera ase shekera ikilara ini tiki titkira se shikura oso uroro o nerara aka karari kirari iki kurose etikira ni alara eki ki tikura okukura ana alara ekera akata tikiti and nerara iki kurora sa alara etikira ataka owa tanana alara seki itikira okuroro o chikara ate tura na se atikira eki ki tirara atikira akarara akarara he tikira ikira se che ni alare ki o.
Isanatino oru karshanalai, bonakishineki tu oru unalal ikinatu, ai nakai shituru u, ukanai ine tunora ai. Allow feelings of enjoyment, flexibility, of feeling safe and gentle, allowing the flow of energy to cleanse you, to fill you up with a deep appreciation of your physical vessel here on earth to experience all the emotions. So for today, as you walk through your day, gently witness and appreciate your physical body and all of your deeds and actions, the food you take in, the air you breathe, the steps you take, the smiles you give, enjoying the day.
What I'm getting right now is each little cell in your body has a wonderful, happy face on it. It wants you to feel all the love.
Yes. The giggles.
The
giggles
giggles, yes.
giggles of appreciation.
Yes.
The more you giggle, the more you smile,
Mhm.
the more you embrace your inner beauty. It is, you will be, that's the reflection you will receive as you walk through your life with giggles of joy.
Giggles. Happy little cells, happy cells, that's all.
Happy
Just
selves.
happy little cells. And they love it when you're happy, when you're smiling,
They
when you
do.
notice things that are wonderful and funny and beautiful.
Uh huh. That's right. Yes.
Oh,
Okay. So, how has your week been? I know you had a fabulous weekend.
I had lots of fun. I got to spend it um, with my brother and his wife and one of my nephews. Um, So I got to do things I normally don't get to do, which is play a game. I love playing games, but John's not much of a game player, so I can't talk him into that. And also going out to at our cabin, going out to a local establishment that has a big deck that overlooks the lake and just enjoying a cocktail and talking, which was just lovely.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I mean, I had a nice weekend. I went to a pool gathering
Oh,
and
fun.
had fun and swam. Got to swim a couple of times this week. The water's kind of finally warming up and uh just a good gentle weekend and a little bit of fun and food celebration.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, and lots of conversations with my friends this week and having enjoying yoga, enjoying my body, um, doing some intentional mindfulness uh, walks in nature and noticing like all the beautiful flowers are blooming now. We've
Oh,
been getting rain this week quite a bit now because we went from drought to rain,
oh
and then
wow.
yeah, the weather has kind of shifted, and so the flowers are blooming. It's still kind of springtime, but it's almost summer now. I guess we consider it summer here now, so we get to
Right.
go.
It's after Memorial Weekend. I consider it
Yeah,
summer.
yeah. So I got to swim a couple of times this week and I love that. Like it's, gentle movements in the body. Um I I took a couple of inspired actions this week and did some new things like this with you and we kind of been playing with this idea a little bit. So I I know that noticing where in the mirror things are being reflected to me and gently releasing with with breath and intention, and being on the spiritual path means that we're like cleansing out some of the old to bring in the new. And that kind of reminds me of spring and summer. Like, now it's warm and it's beautiful, and we can get outside and enjoy our bodies a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And um, so that's kind of how my week has been since we talked.
Uh, Last weekend, I was talking to a friend, and she was, which I didn't realize about her because I haven't talked to her for a couple years, but she was saying that animals love her. So when she's sitting outside, chipmunks, like one time, she had a chipmunk on each one of her feet, and another one came right up on her lap. And then she'll have like butterflies land on her. So on when we go to the cabin, it's way north, way north. So it was still everything was just budding, uh, and it was starting to get warm. The water was icy cold, so no, I did not go in the water. Although I thought about it a lot. Could I do an ice plunge? I don't know if I'm brave enough, especially just by myself, to do that, but I could. But yeah. But there's when I sit out on the deck, screened in porch, all of a sudden I hear a zoom, a vroom. And I'm like, oh, the hummingbirds are here. And he goes right behind my head. I only go up to the cabin like maybe 1 or 3 times a year. But I'm like, oh, he's telling me. So I went and got the hummingbird food out and put it out, and they were happy. On Sunday night, we had a campfire, and this is where I am realizing that I still have a limiting belief. And I don't know if it's all the horror movies that I love watching, but when it was dark by then, and all of a sudden I hear vroom, and I hear something, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is that a hummingbird? And then immediately my mind went to, oh no, it's not a hummingbird. Something's going to attack me, and I'm trying to see it. Looking back, it's dark, and but it's the hummingbird. But I'm like, oh, oh, like I can't get to the point where nature wants to come close to me, but I always freak out.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I I have I've had a lot of experiences with nature lately. I don't know why. There's a possum that comes up and eats my
Oh, I
cat's
love
food.
possum.
And I'm just like, and it's not scared me at all now. It just comes up, it doesn't care. But I've had like 3 or 4 birds come to the back door and just yell at me. And they're like, this one is like a big bird. I've never, I haven't seen it. And then there was a bluebird, and I mean it was there, and it kept yelling until I came outside. And so yeah, it is funny. But I've had deer. I mean, we have deer here, so I had a deer. She jumped out. I was out in the backyard, and she jumped out over this bush, and it kind of scared me because it was like a lot of noise. And then she went around the corner and she just kept looking at me. So I was talking to her, and I was thinking, oh, this is funny. But the deer, I mean, they've always been here, but it seems like they're friendlier now. I don't know how to say
Oh,
it. It's like they come and just stare at me. And then I'll talk to them. I'll be like, hi, hi, and say something. I don't know what to say to deer, but anyway, so
oh,
uh, I just yeah, I just
yeah.
gently do it. And the birds, they don't really land on me, but they talk to me. And when I go through this park and walk, and they're just everywhere in there. And it's a little park, and
Mhm.
it's kind of got some water fountains and things like that. So they just love it in there. So they'll be playing in the water. And there was a frog. There was a frog.
A
It kept
frog.
yelling.
Okay,
I
so
was
what did the
like,
frog do?
um, okay, so can I speak to frogs now?
Oh, can you?
I don't know. I mean, I've always known. I mean, sometimes I sing like language to the birds, and they'll just be like going crazy, out there. And but I mean, they make noises back, but
Mm-hmm.
or to each other or whatever. But I love birds. So
Oh,
a
I love
bird is
birds
an
too.
easy one to talk to. It's like you just kind of, maybe even sing or hum. They like, I think they like humming, or for me,
Oh, I will try that. Yep.
yeah, or
I
toning.
always, yeah, I always know what to say to trees. We walked out, we did a tiny little hike over to a waterfall, and everybody else was leaving, and I was walking slow, and all of a sudden I realized I was in this little grove of cedars, and I was like, oh, they want me to talk. So I was going through doing light language by touching each one, and everyone else was just kind of like wandering off, and I was just like having fun talking to the trees.
Uh-huh. I love the way the trees smell,
Oh,
the way they feel.
yeah. Hmm.
It's like they're, they really, you can actually feel their energy, can't you?
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, and they get my attention when they want me to say something, especially older ones. I feel the call. Younger
Yes.
ones, they're like still new in this world, and they're like in their own little oh no, own little world. The older ones, they're like, hey, talk to me.
Talk to me. I talk to trees. Do you get messages back for them, or is it just feelings?
It's
I
just
kind of,
feeling. It's
I,
just
I kind of feel that too. It's
yeah.
like,
Ancient
uh,
wisdom, just it's kind of like oh well, like the message I've been getting recently is just standing back and observing and just being chill and loving everything.
yeah,
Yeah, that's probably a big one for me right now. Just
yeah, yeah.
you don't have to interact with everything. You can just observe it.
I mean, you could be an observer. That's true.
Yeah.
You can
Don't have to
interact.
fix everything.
Don't have to fix anything, really.
Really, yeah. Hmm. Not unless an
Yeah,
inspiration comes.
that's right.
Right.
That's right. And we got an inspiration to do some light language together,
Hmm.
um, and I really love your light language, by the way. I just do.
Oh,
It's
thank
very
you.
soothing. It's very gentle, and you just kind of remind me not to push against things, to just kind of accept what's going on in life. And it feels like a relaxation just to be around your energy to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get that. It's kind of like speaking soul to soul, just pure positive love. That's kind of what I get out of it. There are sometimes I do things come out that I know that they're very intentional about something, and some of them have messages that I can even get feelings on. But a lot of
Yeah.
times it is just pure positive love and acceptance.
Well,
Yeah.
that's such a beautiful state, Laurie.
Mhm.
It
And
really
I think
is.
it does help with integration when people are um, going through, the spiritual journey, that it helps to integrate everything that you've just learned or gone through and just give your body and your mind and your emotions a break to be like, okay, we've got all this. Okay, now absorb, absorb, absorb. It's okay. Just absorb and now move.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, that's kind of been my message lately is let nothing disturb your peace.
Yeah.
Just learn to relax, and everything is just working out the way it's supposed to be. It's
Hmm.
so this is kind of a relaxation state that we're in, learning to actually feel good in the body and not, you know, not having a vigilant nervous system, because that
Right.
was my state. And
Well, and I
um
think it's the state of like almost everybody because I've mentioned so I take some of my clients to their doctor's appointments and they say, they talk about, oh, like lowering your stress levels and I'm like, or not, you have to live. These doctors will say, well, everybody has to live with stress. It's just the way it is. And I'm thinking, well, no, it's not. It's just the way society right now has been taught that if you're not always moving, doing, trying to become something, trying to control things, that you're always in a state of stress. But that is not our normal state. It is supposed to be a relaxed, observant state. Not, like you said, not hypervigilant. We don't need to be hypervigilant. That's
yeah,
not good for our bodies.
no, stress is the number one
Mhm.
factor in weight, in
I
lots
think
of
probably 90%
illnesses.
of everything.
Yes,
Hmm.
just it's just being, stress, just constant stress. So releasing stress, releasing fears, releasing worries. These are things that we can do with breath, with intention,
Hmm.
um, with sound that might be gently humming or toning. Um, and this is how we got to do light language, was we practiced or were around people.
Right.
We did
Yeah, and that's
activation.
the way my light language first came out was just a tone, quiet tone, because I didn't want anyone to hear me. It was just, and
Hmm.
then I felt like a push saying, open your mouth and ah, and then that was one of the first activations with Christy, Chris, and Crystal, and and they're like, okay, you can wake up, you can get up now slowly, and I was totally blacked out for the whole thing, which was really weird. But I was singing apparently, which I wish they could have recorded that because I'm back then I couldn't believe it, but now now I
Yeah,
can.
yeah. I I uh I spoke it the first time, I don't know, about 4 years ago, but then I
Oh,
had
really?
some. I had some. It really came out during toning. I was with my friends, and she was toning, and it was like, that's not the right tone for me. And
Oh,
then, so we were like toning, and it came out with a friend. And then I had some resistance to it
did you hear
uh,
about it before that?
before.
Before
Yeah,
you were doing it? You did. Oh,
I've
you knew
known
of it?
about it. I've known about light language probably for, I don't know, 10 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
But I, I didn't think it was me.
Oh,
You
right.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was like, "Oh, okay." But so I don't know. It was probably 5 years ago. So I did it. It came out through toning, but I had some resistance to speaking light language. Although I'm an energy healer, and angelic magic was what I was practicing. So and in that you do a lot of toning practice.
Oh.
Calling in, like using your voice to call in the angels. So, like you would practice calling in Mikael 3 times, but it was very intentional toning and singing. And angels love it when you sing. So I would feel the presence of an angel, and they would try
Uh-huh.
to come through, and I'd be like, no, that's not what I want to do. But I was using sound in several different ways and modalities.
Mm-hmm.
And so that, it just kind of went on. And then I finally released my block, and it just came through
Hmm.
very, very strong.
Yeah.
So, having a throat chakra that's blocked,
Right.
maybe we're not all energy healers with sound and tone, but we, we can learn to speak our truth as a,
Right.
and as we were practicing to do this last week, you got some messages about feminine power. I didn't know if you wanted to share any of those today.
Oh, right. When we did that last week, I felt another voice coming out. I mean, because a lot of times I have some very similar ones, but occasionally different, I call them voices, come out, languages, whatever. But this one felt like it came in through my root chakra and just went right up my spine. And it
Uh-huh.
actually physically straightened my body, but it felt very um, powerful, very 100% feminine, all about fairness, which when I said it, that caused resistance in me because I'm a Libra and I'm all about fairness. And when it doesn't seem like a spiritual thing to be fairness, but maybe that's more just um, balance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of what I'm
balance.
sensing. Like
Yeah,
polarity, like we know one thing and then we get
yeah,
the opposite. And, and then once we kind of understand both sides, but feminine is powerful and soft.
right. Yeah.
That was your message that we
Mm-hmm.
were, so embracing the balance. Like, if you have a health issue, are there gentle things that you want to experience to move the stuck energy in your body? And that is kind of what I'm getting, is that our bodies have held on to stress for many, many years.
Right,
And you can give yourself permission to gently release some of the old programs or the old fears. Um, or you know, you can, you can practice like toning and breathing. And, this is really just a gentle practice and it's a choice. You have a choice to embrace your feminine strength and your softness. And that
right,
balance actually will be the thing that makes you feel better exactly as you are without having to fix your body and you don't have to, you know,
right. Yeah, I'm glad you're bringing that up again because that, after thinking about it this past week, that makes a lot more sense, especially just knowing that. I mean, I felt that I've released a lot of anxiety, control, my sense of I have to control everything or I have to overhelp, which I know that it's still there, hence why I sprained my back because I had to overhelp. And I keep thinking, well, what else can I do? I'm going to become a slug if I move any slower. But you're right, it is about taking those moments and just doing the gentle things,
uh-huh,
which I haven't been doing. I've just been like shutting down. I'm
uh-huh,
Yeah, it's not even just relaxing. It's just like, nope, shut everything off. No, I think just be more intentional with the softness. I like that. I like that.
yeah. And so I would say that, especially tension, um, I, I, I intentionally breathe 3 times a day.
Mm.
I mean, I go to yoga, um, and I gently let go of things in yoga. I go to, maybe at lunch, I will take an intentional deep breath, for a little bit. Um, I mean, I do silly things like I go lay in the grass and just
Oh,
breathe for a little
yeah.
while. And then maybe my walk, I put down my phone, I walk through the path, just witnessing what's there. There's so much beauty in that. Though, of course, if I walk, I'm going to breathe while I'm walking, but I can take some intentional deep breaths, because I mean, I've actually been very sensitive my whole life. And now I feel like, um, there's nothing to be so highly sensitive about. I can actually just breathe and release and let go. And, I've expanded my belief system, and my body is actually perfect for right now. So I can just give it appreciation and do little gentle things. And, I don't have to tackle the world or go do 1,000 exercises to feel good in my body. I can actually do gentle practices. So that I've tried to incorporate gentle practices this year, and breathing is the number one. And we say, well,
Mhm.
we breathe all the time, but it's
It's
shallow.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
shallow breath, and these intentional breathing, even your hand placement, there are energy centers all over your body, and you're actually activating them when you place them on different locations.
Okay.
And this is our hearts are expanding or contracting, and that's what we do throughout the day. So,
Hmm.
it's just that's my practice. And so I feel like, you know, a deeper breathing is good for everyone.
I like that. I'm actually going to put a sticky note up. Remember to breathe deeply 3 times a day.
Yeah, like I'm breathing all day. I mean,
Right.
really, you know, I do meditate a lot. But I feel like mindfulness meditation is like the easiest, gentlest way to just release stress and move into a higher state, and just
Mhm.
be okay in your body. Your heart's pumping, you know, it's doing everything it needs to do all the time. And a healthy body, a healthy mind is really, it's actually an easy thing to acquire. And our coherence is the spirit, the mind, and the body. So it's all
Right.
of that. People often make it really over complicated, but the actual physical vessel is, it knows what to do 100%, 100% of the time.
Right. And from, I've, I've heard people that, not in our group, but I've heard people talk about, like the body's just just a vessel. It's like an asset. But it's like, no, your body is here with you in this experience to help you experience everything. So I treat it, well, I'm trying to. I should say I'm trying to. I try to treat it like a partner. And um, I shut down listening to my body as a kid because, that was one of the things about being highly sensitive, where when I would express things, they weren't logical. That I got that a lot. That's not logical. So now I'm remembering and opening up to remember how to talk to my body
Uh-huh.
because, things you don't get through your emotions or experiences, it has to like land in your body because no one can ignore their body when things happen. But yeah, just trying to, and I have to keep that in the forefront, honestly, because it's not natural to remember my body is always giving me messages.
Yeah,
To
it's our
breathe,
partner
yeah,
in life. It's what you have. This is the
right,
thing you come in, you leave. What I'm
right.
saying is, it's the thing that's here in the spiral. It's like,
Hmm.
okay, so yeah, gentle talk with your body, gentle movements.
Hmm.
If you're going
Intent, yeah,
through,
gentle intention and
gentle breath,
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a jarring thing. Like that's, and that's the thing is awakening or being spiritual means that you're really incorporating all areas of your life,
Mm.
all your relationships, all of but your breath and your intention is to move through the day, enjoy every cell in your body. Like, why not? Because if you're going to put something really negative in the body, then that's what that's what you vibrate. It's a frequency. It's actually a frequency, and
Yeah.
it's your partner. I love that. Your
It's my
body is
part
your partner.
on so when I do limiting beliefs, I know Gary always says, "Oh, just like whip them out. You can get them done and just really quick." For me, sometimes they take a few days. On Sunday, I was finishing up one, and I always add on the end um, the last question, "What else do I need to know?" And then I start to free write. And what came through for me this time was that you've been forgetting about the joy and the having fun. So, and my, this, it switched. It was my inner self first that was giving me that. And then it switched to, I always know it switches this one. And then it went, my dear child. And I think that's the goddess Diana because she's um, mother, feminine energy, nature. And she was the one that said that uh, you're focusing on trying to fix things because I got into that over the last few months. I don't know why. Well, probably limiting belief, but and then it
Y-
came out in this. But get back to just like right now I'm seeing a dove right outside my window
Of
on a bird
course.
feeder and just get back to noticing everything that brings you joy and start to have fun with your daily life because I was thinking last summer even for the whole year before that I was every single day just feeling overwhelmed with joy and just seeing the and I know not everybody likes the word fun because some people think of being silly like a kid, but I embraced that. What did I love as a kid? I loved sitting in the grass just looking at things or digging in the sand. I love looking for rocks or, studying trees, just little things that are fun to me. Fun does not mean you have to spend, $500 to go out and have fun. You can have fun anywhere, anytime.
Hmm.
And last year I was doing that. And I kind of forgot, and I was told again that get back to doing that. That's
I love
that's
that.
my happy place.
That's yeah. I was walking and, and smelling the flowers the other day. Like,
Yeah.
you know, uh, earlier in life, I would power walk, but now I will walk around and look at birds because I have plenty of time and I can do it. And why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, why not enjoy? And so I noticed how beautiful all the flowers were smelling. And I was thinking, so I went over to a tree and it had been raining and I pulled this flower and I was trying to smell it and it was filled with water and it just poured water on me. So I just laughed and I thought, so laughter and smelling
Hmm.
the flowers or just sitting on the earth, like it really, I can feel it.
Oh, so can I. Hmm.
I can feel the energy of the earth. And, I feel like when I walk on the earth, bare feet, I feel like it feels like electricity to my feet. So it feels good. It feels tingly. And I, I feel like rejuvenated by like
Hmm.
laying in the sun for a few minutes. And it's just so good. And like just going doing fun things. So your idea of fun, I love the idea of going back to childhood because this is when your creativity w- was really high and maybe you turned it off, or I did. I know I was very creative. And at times I've had real creative spark periods in my life, but you don't think like, oh, if I go sit on a park bench and just watch the seagulls go by or watch the butterflies for an hour, how is this helping me? It's letting go of technology is one thing. I've been getting a lot of messages about stillness. Now, stillness, that doesn't mean that you do nothing. It just means that you disengage from the things that bring you stress. And that might be from maybe you're scrolling and seeing things that are negative, or maybe you're scrolling and seeing you need to fix yourself. So
All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
so anyway, it'd be if you drop the technology for an hour and just look at nature, you can see the perfection in nature, because
Mhm.
everything in nature, birds don't need to be fixed and trees don't, or, you know, a possum, he just walks around and eats whatever he wants, does whatever he wants. I th- My cat
Exactly.
just lays in the yard and does what she wants to do. She's totally lazy and she has
Uh-huh.
no problem with it. No problem.
No problem with it.
No
That's
problem.
what it is. I need to be more cat-like and be like, if something's happening I don't like, it's just like, well, get up, flick my tail, and walk away.
I love it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. I am about to go to yoga. I
Okay.
appreciate this
I
and
appreciate you
thank
so
you.
much.
And go relax and enjoy the day. And I'm
I
going to go
will. You too.
yoga and
I
we'll
love
talk
you,
again soon.
Tammy. I'll talk to you
Bye bye.
later. All right.
Okay.
Bye bye.